Here we have for sale this absolutely stunning July 2023 on a 23 plate Volkswagen Transporter. This is a T6.1, so the facelifted 6th generation of the Volkswagen Transporter. This is a T32, so 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre TDI Euro 6 diesel engine producing 150 PS, which is roughly 150 brake horsepower, and this is the short wheelbase, what did start its life as a panel van, Highline in Ascot grey. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Volkswagen Transporter Highline panel van of this age. This one has had a tremendous amount of work done to it to get it looking as we can see it here, and of course there's optional extras on here from factory as well to talk of. We're going to go through the condition in detail, seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale with us here at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with a rear tailgate, a rear glazed tailgate. With tailgate is one door which comes up like so, and we can tell this is a factory optional extra because we've got heated glass and you've also got the rear wiper as well. So that's a really nice factory option on a van like this, which has of course been converted. At the top then, first thing which has been added afterwards then, and that is the lovely rear spoiler, and that of course ties in really nicely with a lot of the other sporty styling around the van. The badges have been changed for gloss black examples and debadged on the back of here, and that gives it a really nice clean look against the colour of Ascot grey. And then down the bottom here, this is a really significant change and really significant upgrade on this van, and that is the Leighton Vans LVR rear bumper. So this is not a sort of an add-on to the original bumper. This is a complete rear bumper change. It even comes with these nice little Leighton exhaust tips. Of course they're not plumbed in, but as I say, they give it just a fantastic look and finish to the back of the van. There's a really nice sculpture to the shape of this rear bumper as well. You can see how that sort of lips out at the bottom, and then there's this lovely gloss black lower lip which continues around as well. I think it's a really well designed rear bumper and just sets the van off so nicely here at the back. In terms of condition, there's not a tremendous amount of fault here. Looking at the rear tailgate, you can see there's a lovely gloss to the paintwork. It's looking very nice indeed. Ascot grey is arguably the best colour to get a T6.1 in. It just works so well. I think a really classy, and I think what will prove to be a really timeless colour. I think it looks fantastic. As we open up inside the back then, again, we can see that this is not standard in here. So this has been completely carpet lined in the back of the van. So you've got the full carpet lining on the sides, on the arches, and even on the head lining as well. All carpet lined, and you can see there's a number of LED spotlights which have been added in there as well. A really nice, genuine VW Kombi floor has been added as well. So that is, again, a really nice feature. Unless there's only really one small telltale sign which I'll show you in a little in a second, really, that you wouldn't be able to tell this is a factory Kombi. It is so close, but I'll show you a very subtle difference in a second. Inside the back of the tailgate then, again, completely carpet lined in the back of here, and van shades have been added to all of the windows as well. I really like the van shade system because it's encased like this. It allows far less light to come through than curtains. I think curtains just look a little bit old-fashioned. I think that is such a sleeker, neater system. And as I say, on the side windows and the rear window just here. But again, condition in the back of here, as you would expect really for its age and mileage, in stunning condition there in the back. We'll go around the outside of the vehicle then, and looking here down the driver's side of the vehicle, and this is where we like to look in the reflections down the side of the van, and again you can see it's in beautiful condition. There's really not anything I can particularly fault it on here. It's looking very nice indeed. Let's have a look at the alloys then. So this has got a fantastic set of 20-inch gloss black Momo Revenge alloy wheels. These are completely load rated with load rated tyres, and we find the Momo Revenge, as we've fitted these to no end of Volkswagen Transporters over the years, we find these to be a very strong alloy wheel. One of the complaints of 20-inch alloy wheels can sometimes be that they're prone to sort of buckling or cracking and things like that. I have never heard of that with a Momo Revenge. So they're a very strong alloy wheel, as I say, completely load rated with load rated tyres. But also on top of that, I think they look absolutely fantastic. Just a really nice sharp design, and I think they suit the van very, very nicely indeed. There's also a nice set of side skirts which have been added here as well, which is a nice change actually compared to bars which we usually see on the side of Volkswagen Transporters. I think with the rest of the styling, especially the rear bumper and the front splitter here, I think it ties in really, really well. Something else which has of course been added, and that is the side windows. And this, as I mentioned, if there was a telltale sign that this wasn't a factory Kombi, this is really about the only way I can think that you would possibly be able to tell. Is made even harder. It's even harder to tell that this isn't a factory Kombi because the really nice Transporter HQ, or the van glass flush side windows have been used here. So the only difference you would find if this was a factory Kombi, this opening is just slightly larger, but it really does take a trained eye to spot that. I think those flush side windows are a really, really great design, and probably actually better than the factory side windows, which are unfortunately prone to leaking, whereas there's no complaints of that with these. So that's the only really subtle difference, but other than that, especially this being a T32, you are getting absolutely everything really that you would get on a factory Kombi. Looking here then into the cab, we can start to have a look at some of the factory spec, and also bits that have been added in here. And again, you can see pretty much straight away this is not standard in here. So let's have a look at the steering wheel. So this steering wheel has been upgraded for a much chunkier, sportier steering wheel. You can see the shape here to fit your hand, and as I say, it is thicker, so it just fits in the hand that much nicer. Perforated leather on the side, smooth leather on the top, and you've got the sort of top dead center mark there in grey as well, which I think ties it in very nicely. Of course, you've still got all the controls in the centre then, so you've got your adaptive cruise control on the left hand side and your volume for the radio underneath that. On the right hand side then your onboard computer controls, and you can also skip to the next track, use voice control, everything there as you would want. 2 full remote keys come with the vehicle, of course. And then looking at the seats, so again, not standard here on the seats, so these have of course been retrimmed in a black leather with a contrast in light stitch. I would say it's sort of a grey stitch, which again I think works really, really well. But on the front seats, these have actually been upgraded to a sport seat. So these are upgraded bolsters on the side, which gives you a much more hugging feel as a driver, and also these sort of wings here at the top as well, which just fit nicely onto your shoulder blade. So it's just feels a lot nicer to sit in there, and again definitely gives more of a sporty look, but you still retain those fantastic twin adjustable armrests, which I personally absolutely love. And another bit of factory spec on this one is that this one has got twin swivel seats. So of course you can see there the passenger seat is swiveled around, but you can also swivel the driver's seat around as well. Another factory option is that this one has got cab carpet here in the front, so right the way through into the front here. Again, this gives a much more car-like feel, but also helps to deaden down sound as well. Up on top then, electric windows, electric heated folding mirrors. That's how you fold in there, just put them to that position. Again, heated mirrors would be standard. Folding mirrors would be a nice optional extra there. Into the centre then, another factory optional extra is this one has got satellite navigation. So this is the Discover Media Nav satellite navigation. This gives you a larger screen and it's flush to the dashboard, so definitely a much nicer looking screen. Of course, satellite navigation, so you don't need, phone signal to be able to use your sat nav if you're using it on your phone. So you've got that, which is a really nice bonus. For me, the biggest bonus of having the sat nav is that you get wireless App Connect. So on a Highline model, you do get App Connect as standard on the smaller screen, but on this bigger screen, you get wireless App Connect. So once you connect your phone to this via Bluetooth, it gives you the option to enable wireless App Connect. So you can just jump in here. If you've got an iPhone, you can, Apple CarPlay will start up on here straight away. And as I say, because it's on a bigger screen, it just makes it that much nicer. So for me, that would be the biggest change there, and a really, really nice optional extra to have. Put the vehicle into reverse, of course, that's where your reversing camera is displayed as well. You've got DAB radio on there also. Heated front seats, that's another factory optional extra. Air conditioning comes as standard, as does a heated windscreen, and that fantastic 7-speed DSG automatic gearbox. 9,137 miles recorded. And of course you have got the balance of manufacturer's warranty left on this van until July 2026. So plenty of time left on that. But an absolutely stunning looking van. Around to the front then, again, a lot has changed around the front here. Headlights have been upgraded, so these are the Transporter HQ upgraded headlights. So this gives you these lovely LED daytime running light, but also a much brighter headlight there as well. They also have a sequential indicator. So I'll see if I can show you this. If I put the indicator on the right hand side there, see if you can see that. So you've got the nice sequential sweeping indicator there as well, which I think is a really nice touch. So that's a really nice feature to see that those have been upgraded. Also, all of the grills here on the front have been upgraded for gloss black. So gloss black upper grille, gloss black badge. Also down below then, all these grills down here have been again upgraded for gloss black, and that just sets it off so nicely against the Ascot grey. And then something else which has been added, and that is the Leighton Van LVS front splitter, which I think as a combination, the van is lowered by 40 millimeters. When you combine that with the wheels, the styling, the grills, the headlights, the colour, I think that is an absolutely stunning looking van. It really is. Very nice indeed. There's no VAT to pay on this particular example as well, so the previous owner was not VAT registered. So that is another big bonus for anyone watching this who's not VAT registered. Roof bars up on top of there. And that is probably the final thing, I would think, which has been changed on the outside of the van. In terms of condition here, you're going to get maybe the odd stone chip here to the front end. There's a couple of very minor little stone chips here or there, as you would expect really for anything with a few miles, so 9,000 miles, you're going to get a few stone chips here or there, but generally speaking, there's not a tremendous amount to fault on this van. It's looking very nice indeed. If I open up the side loading door then, we can have a look at the Kombi seats. So these are the seats which have been added. So again, these are a proper VW seat, but it's the 2 plus the 1 as well. So that is, again, a big bonus there. That means you can operate the single seat individually to gain access into the back. You can fold the seats down flat, so you can fold the single seat like this, or you can even fold the double seat down flat as well. You've got ISOFIX compatibility on all 3 of the rear seats, and of course these have been trimmed in the leather to match the front seats as well. Again, the benefit of the 2 plus 1, not only does it give you that access and you can fold it down, but you can actually take this seat out as well independently. If you want to load something longer down one side, it allows you to do that, or of course you can take the double seat out independently also. As I've mentioned, proper Kombi floor going all the way through. This one has actually had some, I believe, some USB points added in here, because these are, I think these are battery sort of indicators there, but I believe there's USB points down there as well, which have been added. But as I say, you've got the van shades, carpet lining, leather upholstery in the back. As I say, there's really not much that would give us away from being a factory Kombi. Maybe the only other thing is that on a factory Kombi you would have a little light there, but that's just me being a bit of a van geek there. One thing to fault this van on then, a little bit of curbing just there to the edge of that alloy. Now we will touch that in just in gloss black, so you're not really going to see that, but if I can see it, I'd rather be transparent and I can show you that there and point that out to you. So just to summarize then, this is a 2023 on a 23 plate, so registered I believe in July 23. Volkswagen Transporter T6.1 T32 Highline panel van, DSG gearbox, of 7-speed DSG, 150 brake horsepower, so I think a perfect combination. It's the same as what I've got in my own van, 150 DSG Highline. This one of course has gone through the Kombi conversion, but a really nice factory spec on this one to start with. So you've got the twin swivel seats, Discover Media nav, heated seats as well, and you've also got the reversing camera there. So a really nice, and of course the glazed tailgate. On top of that, a full styling kit with lots of nice bits from Leighton Vans, so the LVS front splitter, the LVR rear bumper, you've got a nice set of side skirts here, gloss black front grills, Transporter HQ headlights, the flush side windows, roof bars, rear spoiler. It's a really nice package, and of course those 20-inch Momo Revenge alloy wheels. Fully leather clad inside, upgraded steering wheel, full carpet lining, that is a very, very attractive proposition, and in arguably the best colour as well, and no VAT to pay. So that's just a little summary of the van. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen it already, please head over to our website there, bridgeendvans.co.uk, and that's where you'll find the price, the description and the photography of this van, and of course all of the others that we've currently got advertised. Thank you again.